wham damn. Excuse me. That is a perfect intro that makes so much sense. I'm going to move this. I kind of like having the light in the frame so you guys can see my setup. I don't know. It makes it more personal, I think. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just full of shit. But today, I'm going to talk about something that came up. I have a best friend that lives in Portland. He moved from Austin. He lived here his whole life, went to Portland because he betrayed me and hates me. I'm kidding. We're very good friends. But you know good friends you can say that to. You know you're good friends when you can say, I hate you so much. It's funny, we actually hung up the phone call today. We talk to each other every week. We hung up the phone call by saying something like, I hate you so much. Or something like that. It's really funny. Oh, man. But we were talking, we have these philosophical conversations about life, and we keep each other accountable to our goals every single week. And today, we were talking about the truth and untruth of bullshit. And like bullshit self-improvement that's like, yay, life is great, and feel abundant. And there's a lot of truth to feel abundant and believe you can have it and be ready to receive the things you want. There's a lot of truth to that, but as long as you interpret it correctly. And we were talking about the follow your heart meme, the idea of just follow your heart, just follow your bliss. And I came up with this perfect analogy. And this analogy, oh my God, it was absolutely perfect. I'm really happy with how clear this analogy was, how amazing it was as a way to interpret and box in what it means to follow your heart, when you should and when you shouldn't. Follow your heart in this context, not like the organ, but like the heart that people mean when they say follow your heart. Your heart is a compass. If you were backpacking, then you would go and use your compass as a means to tell you which direction your goal is in. You have a compass, like say you know that you went south, you know you have to go back north, then you go north, right? And the compass says like, here's north, here's where you're going. You're going to go that way, right? But you're not going to look at your compass the whole time and just look at your compass and not use your eyes, your ears, and your brain to get yourself from point A to point B. If you looked at your compass and you're trying to walk, hike towards your campground, you're going to trip and fall. And it's going to be very, very frustrating. And even a better analogy is your heart is more like a compass just points north, but let's say your heart is a compass that always points towards where you want to go. I think that's a better analogy. It's like a very specific, it's like a magical compass that doesn't point north, but points to your destination. And so you're not just going to look at the compass the whole time and trip over everything in your path. Like imagine you come to a chasm, right? There's a chasm and there's a bridge, but the bridge is really rickety. And you know that if you start going over the bridge, it'll fall. It'll fall and it's not good. Like you can't go over the bridge. It's not a usable bridge. You're going to have to find a way either like down into the ravine and back up or like around the ravine. You're going to have to find, or maybe you find some kind of other way to get across. You're going to have to find a different way to get across. Now, your heart is saying, go that way. Your mind is helping you get that way, because if you just look at the compass and keep going, you're going to fall into the ravine. Or if like there's a boulder in your way, you're going to have to climb over it, and you're going to have to use your skills to climb over that boulder. So I really like this analogy because it perfectly puts into perspective what it means to follow your heart. Your heart tells you what you want in life. It helps show you what your perfect life looks like. Your desires is kind of like your heart. Like that's another way to say it. Your desires, what you want, your end goal. It's the thing that you're going to really be excited about and appreciate and love when you get there. That's your ideal life, which we can talk about how to find that. We can talk about how to follow your heart. But In this video, I'm talking about, what it means to follow your heart. You don't just blindly follow your heart. That's like the person that's like, oh, like you want to like make a living doing art and crafts. Just quit your job immediately and just start doing arts and crafts and it'll work out. It's like, well, if you have a ton of money saved up, yeah, sure, why not? If you have a year of income saved up and you're willing to maybe use that all up, then go ahead. But if you don't have a year of income or a year of expenses or more saved up, then use your brain. And even if you do use your brain, because then you'll be able to sustain it. You can't just blindly follow the things that you want, because even then you'll achieve some success, but you won't know why, and you won't know how to repeat it. So you have to have your mind there. You can't just follow this compass, this magical compass that points to where you want to go. You use that for direction. You use that to figure out where you want to go. You use that to pick the destination, but you have to use your mind and your feet and your climbing skills and all that other stuff in this analogy to get around the obstacles and actually get yourself there. So I hope this helped you put that in perspective, that the phrase that people tell you, follow your heart, there's a lot of wisdom to it, but you have to add some extra understanding to the phrase in order to use it properly in a way which will help you get to where you want, and where you want being a life that is awesome, that you love, that is custom to you based on your heart's desires. If this helped you, please subscribe, hit the bell, like this video, all that jazz. Share with a friend if you think they can benefit from this. And yeah, that's about it. Cheers. Bye.